The Universal Legacy store is now closed. No word on if it will come back, but this is rumored to be Epic Universal's sort of preview center for the new park. Work is going on inside currently right now, so they have a wall up. Last time I heard, this is supposed to be a little bit later. Don't expect this like really soon, so probably much couple months down the road. So I do remember going to the Islands of Adventure Preview Center, and I have like the brochure somewhere tucked away in the closet, but I did enjoy going to that one. It was really cool, and especially what they've been doing with all the tribute stores. I bet this is going to be spectacular. We're going to head into Islands of Adventure because there's a few little updates happening here and there in that park. Plus, you know, you got to visit islands when you're here. Why not? Shout out to Dreamport Productions. He's kind of the reason why I've taken this new love of like design and just the overall park itself. Like everything from the lights, the text, the coloring, the sounds, the smells. I think it's something that's just overlooked with a newer generation of kids today, because they just want to do what's the new exciting coaster, what's the thing that's going to drop me the highest. And as I pointed out, that most people skip this area. Port of Entry, I think, is just so marvelous. It's like a land of wonder. And yeah, there's no attractions here, but still, I just love to just stand here and look at everything and just soak it all in. I think people just ignore this. It's crazy. So right here in the end of Port of Entry, work is being done on the screen. Maybe building a new foundation, maybe a new screen. But yeah, work's being done over here. So they currently have sort of this mobile brighter screen over here showing you the wait times and stuff. So they continue to change EPA all the time. And so now the new way is, if you are non-EPA, you're going to head this way all the way down by the lagoon, and then you're going to end up waiting over here in this wait area while you are non-EPA. But if you are...
So once again, for those that do have early park admission, all you need today is just your room key.
And so those folks have to wait because they're not early EPA. We're just going to go straight on through. And just like that, we're allowed into sort of early park entry, which takes place from, you got Suess Island, and then you can go either way, obviously, to Wizarding World of Harry Potter. So work is being done around Cat in the Hat, at least in the front sort of courtyard area where you normally have that little fountain and where the sign is. Don't think much is happening here, but just a little bit of work going on. So most people don't know, to the left of Cat in the Hat, there's actually a stage way back there. And all this like area that's just kind of unused, I definitely could see them doing something with it in the future. I don't know what, maybe a little show up there or something, you know, just to add to the Suess land. That would have been cool. Believe it or not, I do remember watching How the Grinch Stole Christmas way back here. That was kind of weird, but yeah, most people don't know this area exists. Now, of course, at the time of this recording, Circus McGurkus was not open, but once I left Orlando, it opened back up. And I want to leave a link down in the description box to Dreamport Productions, who was there on the day of opening, or at least around that time, and he tried out some of the food. And based upon his review and some others, I've heard positive things about it. So we definitely will be back there to try some of the food. Work here continues in Marvel Superhero Island, right in front of Spider-Man. Construction probably on the pavement is being done and worked on. The actual entrance is on the old entrance all the way to the side of the building, and as well as still more work being done all the way here towards the end of Marvel Superhero Island. As you can see, walls on the left and walls on the right. As you see, the entrance is through the doors over here for Spider-Man, which is kind of strange to go this way. Statue over there, like stuff like this you don't see when you go the normal way.
From Manhattan's McKinley Army Base. A WNXB field reporter has more.
Oh, the humanity. That's the heart-wrenching statement made just moments ago by one distraught.
Now heading over to the studio sides. Just quite some updates in here, and let's head on inside. Mardi Gras is happening. So unlike in previous years of Mardi Gras, where they actually have food booths around the whole entire park, they're utilizing some of the ones that they have already. So like this one is serving what it normally sells, but when the festivities kick off and you can get the Mardi Gras food here, you can get the waffles. They are both delicious, and I recommend you get them both. But it changes over, I think after like 11 o'clock, they'll start serving the waffles. And now Universal has added the Monster Makeover, where you can become a monster today. It's taking place in 5 and Dine. So it is funny though, if you have the full face makeup, so this one, let's say that's $120, you don't get this piece with it. You literally have to come over here and accessorize it. I think it's a bit costing. I don't think most people are gonna do it. And sadly, I think it's gonna be a limited time thing that's gonna go away very, very soon. So there's some of the stuff. And then you have some of the accessories that you can buy to complete your look. So say for instance, what I showed you in that, this is $26. So $120 for the makeup and then $26 on top of it. I think you get a pass holder discount on this. So maybe it might be like $20, so $140 to complete that look I showed you. While Mardi Gras is happening here, they do have the tribute store. I do highly recommend, if you have not done it or come down here, it is well worth the visit, especially if you love creepiness and Halloween Horror Nights. It's well worth it. Well, the weather is not great today. It's kind of gloomy, a little bit of sprinkling here or there. Hopefully it'll be a good enough time while I'm making this video today that it won't be packed. So you at least look forward to that. Hear me out. I think Universal could do some kind of private showing for the new Lagoon show right here. You got some bench area, maybe like you have like some dining stuff here. I could definitely see that being a thing down here, but I know these are just set up for Mardi Gras, but that could be a thing in the future, just to be aware. Now speaking of the Lagoon show, it is a little, like I said, it's kind of gloomy today, but work is pretty much almost done on the Lagoon show. I think all the fountains and the sprinklers and everything else has been worked on. They've been kind of pushing the water to be almost at the level that it should be for the show, but I don't think we'll see it anytime soon. I'm predicting maybe closer to summer, because that'll be something for the summer crowds to come in and see. And more work is being done around the lagoon on the opposite side near Starbucks. I believe they are extending the control booth out a little bit more to make way, I guess, for more control booth room for the show. So more exciting things about this Lagoon show. I'm excited to see this show and what it has to offer us come at some point. I'm sure they'll make an announcement very, very soon. So work is fastly being done on DreamWorks. There is no opening date announcement for this, but I would expect it maybe closer to spring or summer. As you can see, there is tons of work being done. They have like the swamp facade is up. There's like tons of, I think, work being finished on the roller coaster back there. And not much else is known about this secret-wise of meet and greets or what we're gonna find in there. But I think we'll obviously see Trolls and Shrek and maybe a couple other DreamWorks properties.